She says she needs time and space. What does this mean? Hi guys, my name is Christine. I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about what it means when a girl says to you that she needs time and space. So basically, fundamentally, what this means is that whatever is going on has been too much. So perhaps you may have gotten really serious really soon. So you might have started seeing each other a lot, and basically she needs a bit of space from that because it's just happening too fast. Things are happening too fast for her. So the important thing to understand when a woman says this is she just simply wants you to cool off and back off a little bit, because whatever is happening is simply too much for her. You have to trust and kind of believe what she says when she says this kind of thing, and don't think that it's her kind of tricking you or doing something devious in some way. If she says she wants time and space, she probably does want time and space. Now, it might be a case of she is losing interest in you, and therefore she's saying that to you because she doesn't really want to spend more time with you. So she could be saying it for that reason. She could be losing interest, but basically it still means the same thing. She needs time and space from you. So obviously it really sucks when this kind of thing happens, because obviously you really like her, you've got all your emotions geared up, you want to head for that relationship, but she wants things to kind of slow down and for you to back off a little bit, and to kind of put a break on things for a little time, for a little while. So the important thing to do then when she says this kind of thing is to keep a level head. That means that you need to have emotional self-control over the situation. So don't have an outburst, don't get overly emotional about it. So basically you have to give off the attitude of that is completely fine with you. Like, you don't mind if you two, put a break on things for a while. Like, you have to give off that attitude. You have to give off that kind of presence about yourself when she says something like this. Because if you don't, and you do the exact opposite, you become overly emotional, you don't remain emotionally self-controlled, and you get angry about it, or you get overly emotional and you're like begging and pleading, that's not giving her the space she wants. Like, that's going to be if you do the exact opposite of what she wants, it's going to make her go further and further away from you, and she may even lose interest altogether if she hasn't done so already. So it's best when a woman says this to you that you need to actually do it. You need to actually give her that space and time. And then I'll probably get people saying to me sometimes when I talk about this kind of thing is, oh, but when is she coming back? How many days do I give her space? Because they're so desperate to get her back. They're so desperate to, start talking to her again. They're like, when can I start talking to her again? When can I send her a message? When a woman says this to you, obviously you need to send her a message, or, if it's on the phone, this is kind of what you need to say when she says this to you. You need to say, okay, that's fine if you want to do that. You have my contacts, so just reach out to me when you're ready. That's all you need to say, and then you just leave her alone and you don't talk to her again. Because if she's interested in you and if she likes you and she really does just need a little bit of time and space, she will come back. She will come back maybe in a few days, maybe in a few weeks. There's no real time frame that I can give you, because all the women are different. So it's really important that you give her that space. If someone says to you, if another dating coach says to you something like, oh, she needs to reach out to you within a week, or she'll reach out to you within a week, or they'll give you a certain number of days, they are lying to you. Okay, that doesn't work. You have to basically just wait until she does come back. And obviously, when I say wait, I don't mean just anxiously sitting by your phone waiting for her to call you or to message you, because it could be a case of the fact that she really has just completely lost all interest for you. She might be using the time and space as an excuse. Some women do that because they don't want to hurt your feelings. Women who don't want to hurt your feelings will say things like, I'm not ready to date, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, I don't really feel like dating. They'll give you lots and lots of excuses as to why they don't want to be in a relationship with you, or they don't want to see you. So obviously, if a woman's doing that, then obviously that's just someone who's trying not to hurt your feelings, and she's trying to be nice to you. Whereas it would probably be a lot more effective for you if she did actually just tell you how it is and say, look, I'm just not interested in dating you, but you know what, here's some of my girlfriends. These are girls that are single and they may be interested in you. How about I give you their number, something like that. But a woman who is interested in you will come back eventually. She will reach out to you. But of course, it's best not to just wait by the phone, because like I said, she might not. She might really have lost interest in you. So you still need to carry on with your day-to-day things. You still need to carry on being the person that you are. And if you are one of these people that are kind of addicted to their phones and you're just waiting for them to message you, for her to like call you up and stuff, then you need to spend a lot less time on social media and on your phone. Because if you are really obsessed and waiting down the hours for her to message you, then you need to have a lot more things going on in your life, which might be a bit difficult to hear, because you might be someone who thinks, well, I don't really have anything else going on in my life. But the thing is, if you become kind of like a rare, kind of scarce resource, and you are someone who is really busy, like let's say you go to work and then you come home and you work on your side business, or you go to the gym. So you have lots of activities that you're doing. Perhaps you've got a lot of guy friends that you like to hang out with. So if you do those kinds of things, and if you fill up your buckets, basically fill up your life, then you'll have less time to spend with girls anyway. You'll have less time to dwell and think about them, and to be on your phone looking up their photos, listening to sad songs about them. You'll have less time to do this kind of stuff, and you'll become less emotional about it. So when a girl does say to you, look, I need some space, I need some time away from you, you won't care as much, because you like the life that you already live. So that's what you need to get to. You need to get to a point where you enjoy your life, where you're not just basically holding on to this girl's words and waiting for her to like bless you with her presence, because that kind of thing is just not gonna work out for you. It's always gonna make you really emotional about your relationship. So when this kind of thing does happen, you're probably gonna have an outburst. You're probably gonna get really sad about it. You're probably gonna wait by your phone. But if you've got other things going on in your life, you've got other interests, you've got other hobbies, you've got lots of friends, and your time is basically quite full up, when this kind of thing happens, it won't bother you as much. It won't be as so intense, because you'll be like, well, that's fine. I can, if this girl comes back, that's great. If she doesn't, that's also great, because I know that, I'm a worthy person, and I can find someone who does want to spend time with me. And it's only going to be a matter of time before I find someone who I can spend a lot of time with, who is interested in me romantically, who isn't going to flake on me, who doesn't need space from me, because they just love the great guy that I am. And that's the kind of attitude that you need to have. So start working on those things. Start working on those things that you can do in your free time, that isn't just surrounded by, you on your phone hoping that they're going to message you and call you up and stuff. Like, you need to have these other areas of your life pretty full up. So, have lots of friends, have some other things that you're working on, perhaps some projects outside of your work. Do things that are fulfilling and meaningful to you. But obviously you don't want this kind of thing to happen in the future. So it could be a case where it is just simply she's lost interest, and you've only really been seeing her once a week. You haven't really been over pursuing, you haven't been messaging her a lot. And basically she's just lost interest, and that's why she's saying she wants space. But if you have if you look at your phone and you look at the correspondence that you've been sending her, and you can tell that you've done too much, like you've been trying to meet up with her too much. So let's say you've been trying to get with her more than, let's just say you've been trying to get with her nearly every other day, or every day you want to meet up with her, you want to be around her, and you've been kind of trying to, and you're over pursuing basically. And you can tell that you've been sending lots of messages. You're always the one to message first. You're not really giving her enough time to respond. You're always the one that's initiating contact. You're telling her absolutely everything that's going on with what you're doing. You really need to have some self-reflection and look at what you've been doing. So the next time you see a girl that you like and you start meeting up with a girl, or this girl comes back, you don't make the same mistakes, because you can't get different results from the same process. So if you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, and you're wondering why things are going wrong for you, it might be the fact that you need to change your approach. You need to change the process of what you're doing. So that means sending less messages, asking to meet up a lot less, and basically not being so available, because we tend to value things that are scarce. We don't value things that are in abundance, right? This is just how we are as human beings. We value people that are scarce. We just don't value things that are too familiar, right? It goes into the law of familiarity, which is basically where you become so accustomed to someone and they're always there that you start taking them for granted. And that's what basically is happening when you keep on messaging, when you keep on ringing them up, when you are basically doing too much. So if that kind of thing happens, so if this girl comes back or you go into a new kind of relationship and you start dating someone new, then you need to basically not do the same things that you did before. So you need to kind of look at what you've done, basically go through it, even if it's cringy, and figure out, okay, well, this obviously didn't work because this put this girl off. So maybe I need to do something a bit different. Maybe I need to send less messages. Maybe I need to focus more on other areas of my life and not letting this romance thing be like the main thing. Have lots of friends, have lots of other kind of connections that can kind of fill you up and make you feel good about yourself. Because if you don't have any friends or anything like that, or not a lot of friends, then, you know, and you're not getting that kind of like connection with other people, not romantic connection, but just like a connection with other human beings, then of course, you know, you're going to have like these really intense emotional responses to your romantic dates and things like that. So if the girl says to you that she needs space, just give it to her. Don't be butthurt about it. Don't be emotional about it. Don't try to reason with her. Just let her have the time. Just, you know, give off that attitude of, and say to her, if you must, and say to her when she says something like this, you know, that's fine. Okay, just, well, you have my contact information, so just hit me up when you're ready. And that's all you need to say. And then don't message her. Wait for her to reach out to you. Because remember, she wants space. She can't have space from you if you keep on messaging her. So, you know, let that be your last message you send to her until she starts reaching out to you again. Okay? So that's basically the best way that you can respond. And also some things in there that you could do, you know, to become less emotional about your romantic relationships. Because if you do have a lot of time on your hands, you need to you have to remedy that and stop that kind of thing from happening. Otherwise, you're just going to keep on falling into the same traps over and over and over again. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.